Hello, you. I, yeah, I'm going for, I'm on the Facebook Live. Huh. Take her some money out of this. All right, let's see. Good evening to y'all.
Don't be talking out loud.
I am, well, I'm on Facebook.
You ain't count.
Thank you. I had you some. Had I already paid you for that?
No, sirree.
I thought I had.
No, I wasn't here. Les was. And he
Okay.
didn't play it.
Excuse me, y'all. We just, me and Miss Debbie having a. You might have shot up today, Miss Debbie.
Really?
Yes. You been to a funeral?
No.
Miss Debbie got all her black on today, her lace and her high heel shoes. She ain't been just working around here today.
No, I've been doing some sales.
Oh, okay. Were you successful?
Yes, I was.
Well, that's good.
Thank you.
And good evening to those of you on Facebook Live. Y'all caught me in the middle of.
I want nobody to take me to court and sue me. So I got to do my work.
Oh, okay. Look at her. That's a sashaying in her lace dress. She got that new way of walking since he touched me. All right. Good evening to y'all. Thank y'all. Now, y'all caught me in the middle of transacting some business on tonight. Glad to have y'all here with me. We're going to be talking tonight about, has electing blacks benefited Memphis and Shelby County? That's where I want to go this evening. Hope that y'all had a great weekend. Has electing black folk to elective office, to public office, has it benefited Memphis and Shelby County? Are you all caught up in this quagmire, this pit of I'm a Democrat? What has being a Democrat done for you? What has the black politician done for you in your particular community? Next year is a county elections for everything but judges, and then judges are not until 2022. Amy Warwick is not until 2022. But there are a lot of elections on next year, and I just got to make some statements to some of these black folk that's running for office. And I left some of my stuff on my desk. I was so into putting some stuff together that I just left some on the desk. Glad to have all of y'all coming in on this evening. Thank you so very, 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 very much. We're going to get ready to go in just a minute. This should be a very controversial subject. And I may even open the talk about being a Republican hasn't done nothing for me but makes me want to be a Democrat. That logic don't even make sense. That logic. See, the logic of you being a Republican, why you're a Republican or a Democrat. Okay? But the Democrats, and I'm going to share some things with you about the Democratic Party in this county in just a minute. The broke party in a county-wide elections, Democrats have not won in the last 8 to 10 years. 8 to 10 years. Is it time? It's time. It's time to do it.
The views and opinions expressed on this talk show are those of the hosts, the producers, and or persons appearing on the program, and do not.
I'm gonna probably say something like that piss folk off, but that ain't unusual, is it?
Strong images and language and may not not be suitable for all audiences.
Ryan Phillips, glad to have you in the house, my brother. Do what? If you want to know, he will let you know. It's what? Oh.
30 seconds.
See what that Nate just said?
20 seconds.
Boom. They gon' get it right.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And just when you thought it may be safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Monday evening to you. I am the one and only, I'm Thaddeus Matthews. And welcome again to still the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the most informative, the most provocative, the rawest, non-filter having television show anywhere in the Mid-South. Thank you so very much for being here with us on this evening and hoping that your weekend was simply marvelous and that you're ready for another week here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Tonight's subject is going to be, has electing blacks to public office benefited blacks in Memphis and Shelby County? I'm probably going to piss some folk off, but okay. Has electing blacks to public office benefited blacks here in Memphis and Shelby County? That's what I want to talk about. First of all, let me thank you for those of you who were in attendance yesterday at the Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries, and the message yesterday was, that baby don't look like me. So if you missed that message, you can go to the church page and see all of it all over again. Thanks also to, we had about 60, 70 folk at the wrestling match on Friday night. It was cold, it was raining, it was the first time, but I count it as a success dealing with Marco Rose and committed to wrestling. Young black businessman who has entrepreneurial dreams, has a desire to make his company a good company. And since I've got an interest, because what it does, it brings in ministry money for the ministry. Okay, there's a lot of expenses that go in with it, but we work the deal. I'm a deal maker. We did great in our concessions, thanks to Melanie Calhoun, Miss Doris, her mama, and John Stewart, all in the kitchen. We did great in the kitchen, and we're getting ready to do another match on the 17th of November. And I'm going to spice it up just a little bit. I call a good friend of mine who is an old school professional wrestler who's going to be there and doing autographs and things of that nature, and I'm going to bring him on the show. Prior to that, I'm talking about my friend Coco the Birdman Ware. Just got off the phone with him, and we're going to set up something for Coco to be present on that night also. Now, for those of you who were in the FedEx Forum on Saturday night, and y'all might have saw me in a FedEx jacket behind the counter where they sell the hot dogs and the peanuts and that $11 bill and that $7.50 popcorn and all that. I was not an employee. I was not doing in fact, I was supervising. What Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries has been able to do, and God He is still so good, that we have entered into a contract with the company that handles all of the concessions for the FedEx Forum. They have a contract with the FedEx Forum, also with the NBA. What that does is it's allowing us to bring in volunteers to work the events of the Tigers, of the Grizzlies. I think they're good. Janet Jackson is coming in December. So it's allowing us to go in. We were in there for training on Saturday night, and the church receives a percentage of what the outtake of sales is in our particular stand. So that's the reason you saw me. Lord, Thaddeus Matthews, he know what's happening to him. I saw him selling peanuts at the FedEx Forum. Lord, I knew it. No, baby. It was business. The pastor be a businessman. He be an entrepreneur, not the broke Negro. Touch your neighbor and say he ain't the broke Negro. He's the entrepreneur. And we have to strike business deals to make ministry work. Salvation is free, but ministry has a cost to it. And so you have to sometimes, and I'm one of those guys that operate outside of the box. I don't give a damn what other preachers do and say. Okay, I really don't. I operate outside of the box to do things that are unorthodox to what many preachers and others may think. Don't care. We are working our plan. So yes, we're going to be doing wrestling. If I had some ice in there and put some ice in there, we have a hockey match. If I figure out how to put ice down there, we're going to have some hockey in there. So don't worry. Ministry. And here's one of the things that the wrestling did. We called for fathers to have their sons or their children with them. And many of the viewers of this program, many fathers had their children out in that rain, in the cold on Friday night. So we're going to be doing it again on the 17th of November. And I just talked to Coco. Coco's going to be there signing some autographs. I may even call old Bill Dunn. Some of the old school. It's all about promotions. It's all about marketing. And to all who were out there the other night, thank you so very much. I know you just got a text from the FedEx Forum. Was there anything I needed to know?
Thursday's game.
This Thursday's game? Huh? Is that that's a Grizzlies game or a Tigers game? Okay, I'll talk to you off camera about that. But anytime you see us in the FedEx Forum, it's about business. It's about making sure that the ministry of the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries is taken care of from a financial point of view. All right, now, also, I attended 2 funerals in the last few days. On Friday, I attended the homegoing celebration of Bernal Smith II, publisher, president, CEO of the new Tri-State Defender. Excellent homegoing celebration. The church was packed, even though it was raining on Friday. The church was filled almost to its capacity. It was a great homegoing celebration. Then on Saturday, I attended the homegoing celebrations of my good friend, Big Mike. And you know, in my remarks when I got up, I said, I didn't even know Big Mike ever had a name, and I've known him over 30 years. Michael Rhodes. Excellent homegoing ceremony. Now let me say this about the homegoing, and I don't mean no harm when I say this. Christian Funeral Home was in charge of the homegoing celebration. LaRon, you must have wanted to be a drum major when you were in school and you didn't make the band, because he comes stepping down the aisle, but it was a very nice service. It was a great homegoing on Saturday for my good friend, Big Mike, and to all my friends down at Treasure World who watch me every night. They turn the TVs on at Treasure World Car Wash. Thank you so very, very much for your friendship all of these many, many years. All right, I think that all minds are clear as we deal with the announcements. Now, 2018 is an election year. In fact, Tuesday, May 1st, in the primaries, Democratic primaries, Republican primaries. Early voting, April 11th, April through April 26th is early voting. Now, I want to talk about, has electing black folk to office benefited black folk here in Memphis and Shelby County? What have we gotten out of the deal? What have we required the black politician to do for us? Nothing. The black politician, in many instances, runs knowing that because he said he black, you gonna vote for him. He comes and he gives you an agenda that he cannot fulfill, and because of your lack of political knowledge, you vote for him because it sounds good. Okay? We have black folk in office that ain't did a damn thing since they've been there, and they will run again based on knowing that black folk just don't understand, just don't know. I remember some years ago when Ricky P was running for city council. I think that was before he took his first vacation to the federal pen. And a friend of mine named James Robinson was running against him. James didn't have no money, but James... All right, what y'all stealing? Y'all went through the little... All right, thank you. James didn't have a lot of money, but James was my friend, and James had been over the housing authority for many years, and James was just vocal. And I supported James, and I remember we were at, what was Miss Morris Barbershop on Evergreen for a community meeting. And Ricky Pete made a statement that I believe that all black politicians, or the majority of them, believe. Ricky said, I will be elected to office as long as I want to. He said, because black folk don't know no better. Okay? You don't know, brother. We're easy to be deceived. We don't look for anything new to happen in our communities because of the election of an individual. Black folk, you fall into this mindset of, I'm a Democrat. You got to come out them high heel shoes, ain't you, Miss Debbie?
You gotta work in this building, don't you?
Old folk used to tell us cuteness would kill us.
I had to run because of that alarm.
Okay. We keep on electing these guys that do nothing for us. Look at your black community. Look at where you had a black mayor for 20-some years. You have a majority black city council for over the last 20-some years. Even now you have a black majority on the city council. But look at where you're living. Is anything better for you because you put a black man in office? You want to be a Democrat. Democrats ain't did a damn thing for you. In fact, Democrats have not won an election, I know, for the last 12 years in a countywide race. The only black that has won in the countywide race is a black Republican, and the reason that he win is his name sounds white. Black folk don't even know who he is. The clerk over the probate department by the name of Paul Boyd, that sound white. Okay? Paul Boyd, y'all didn't even know you had a probate clerk. It sounds white, so he's the only black that has won in a countywide race. Democrats in this city have no money. They don't give. They are the Pocrats. Pocrats ain't got no damn money. They can't fund a campaign because they have no money. But why are we as a people voting for any particular group? Why you vote Democrat or you vote Republican? Martin Luther King, I believe, originally was a Republican. In fact, black folk were originally Republicans until about 1963, 64. So why y'all all hooked up and I'm a Democrat? For what? What has being a Democrat prospered you? As a part of the civil rights movement. What did the civil rights movement really do for you other than let you go to the bathroom with the white folk and drink from the water with the white folk? What did it really do for you? Has it created an economic base for you? We still have not overcome. You still ain't been to the mountaintop. So has electing black folk. How many black neighborhoods got a grocery store in it? Black politicians. The black majority of the city council could have made it possible for black vendors to do business on a high percentage with the city. They are the majority. They're the majority on the city council. But these Negroes that you have on your city council now only vote with the team. They vote with their colleagues, and we do not send them to office to vote with the team. Ken Horn talks about you still ain't got your 40 acres and a mule. That wasn't even a Democratic statement. That was a guy by the name, I think he was a Republican, guy's name was Thaddeus Stevens, that made that particular statement. I ain't looking for the mule. I'll keep driving the Benz. I'll take the 40 acres though, because I can turn that into money. Okay? Nora wants to know why you have to pay to go on Beale Street. Because the city council ain't got the balls to set up and really do what it needs to do. And it allows the Beale Street Merchants Association to make you pay unconstitutionally to go on a city street that's funded by the citizens. I would say don't deter criminal behavior. The criminals will pay $5 to come and hit you in the head. Okay? We've allowed the black politician to do whatever they want to do. They get the crumbs from under the table. Ain't that right, Ricky P? See, catch you once, you know, my God, but they catch you twice doing the same thing. Come on. It was a conflict of interest, and Burley and Boyd almost fell into the same trap. It was a conflict of interest. Ricky Pete at one time was the head of the Beale Street, the president of the Beale Street Merchants Association, and he was also on the city council. Conflict. And the Beale Street Merchants Association, when you go back and look at the city councilman at that time, contributed to the campaign funds of every city council person. Berlin, you was about to fall into that same trap. How much is that Negro in the window? 30 pieces of silver. No, Iris, that was not even the original reason. It wasn't to deter crime. It was to keep black folk off of Beale Street. See, let's go back and look at the history. You got to know the history of Beale Street. You got to see, most of you don't even realize that the money from Beale Street came originally from a black organization. They went to Washington and got the money because the city of Memphis didn't have the money. What was it, Miss Lucille, if you watching, what year was that? 1974, 5. Back in that day, the Beale Street Development Corporation were the ones that went and got the money, while Chandler was the mayor. And when Randall Catron and that other group of blacks went to D.C. and D.C. gave the money for Beale Street to be redeveloped, they came back and they thought, because, see, the contract, the initial, I think it was 25-year contract, was with Beale Street Development Corporation and the city of Memphis. They were equal partners. See, most black folks don't even realize, and maybe a lot of you white folks don't realize, that the FedEx Forum could not be built without the signature of Randall Catron. Black man that was over the Beale Street Development Corporation. The Western End could not have been built without the signature of the black man. Now, Harrison was in office all those years, and Harrison did not make the white folk on Beale Street who took over Beale Street do what they were supposed to do until it was almost time for him to leave. See, the reason I know Randall and I were friends, and Randall called on me, and me and Randall went before the then city council and told them what was going on. Because see, when you go back, that Elkerton guy, what was his first name? I can't think of his first name. Elkerton. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Elkerton was a law clerk for Mr. Chandler, the mayor. So when initially when the black folk went to Whitechapel and talk about what needed to happen with Beale Street. Chaplain told them, we ain't got no money. They said that we're going to Washington. Well, if y'all can get it, y'all get it. He was surprised when this group of black folk went to Washington and got the money for the development of Beale Street. Now, they had to be partners because the city owned the property, but they didn't have no money. So what did Wyatt Champler do? Do you think that he was going to let all them Negroes have power and control over all that money and the redevelopment? He went and got his law clerk, John Elkerton. Went and got John Elkerton. And they created a management company that basically deballed the black organization. Harrington knew it when he came in. Black city council members knew it when they came in. They tried to shut down the Beale Street Development Corporation, including Ricky P. All of them Negroes that were on that city council knew what was going on. They knew for almost 20-some years that the city of Memphis never received a dime from Beale Street. Never received a dime from Beale Street. Then when Willie Harrison decided to start investigating on his way out of office, when Ricky Wilkins, the attorney, he was finding stuff. He was finding money from Beale Street that were financing developments all over the country that John Elkerton had. He had embezzled and defrauded the citizens of the city of Memphis using city of Memphis Beale Street money for his other projects around the country. When Ricky Wilkins started finding this dirt out, well, what happened? Harrington gone. Myron Lowry becomes the interim mayor. When he becomes the interim mayor, he stops the investigation of the thievery that was going on Beale Street. Over 25, 30, 40 million dollars still missing. And what does the next Negro, A.C. Warden, do? They give the white man that was stealing the money all those years, you give him the key to the city. And the other coward-ass Negroes you had on the city council didn't do a damn thing. Didn't say a damn thing. So what has it benefited us? What has it benefited us? You allow white developers, the white power brokers, and that's not racist. There is no Negro in Memphis or Shelby County that got no power. You ain't got no power. You just the token that the white man uses to come into our communities and tell us it's going to be all right. Rub you on your head. You make a fine speech, but you ain't worth a damn when it comes to the realness of what's going on with black folk in the black community. Man went over there. Can't think of his name right now. Charity went over and developed Harbor Town. White folk had to pass by Hurt Village to get to Harbor Town. So what did they do? They take over Hurt Village. We're gonna redevelop Hurt Village, and we're gonna See, y'all thought they were going to make them houses and y'all were going to be able to come back to her village in you. They fooled you, didn't they? Mm-hmm. They sent y'all out there in East Memphis where I am. I said, well, damn. Yeah, they sent that project mentality from one side of town to the other side of town. They knew that they wasn't going to let y'all back. Give a nigga some Section 8. Give a Negro some EB&T cards, and they going to be happy. Give them some Section 8. And I don't get mad at them white city councilors that do what their constituents want done. They do what the white folks say. We just can't elect niggas that's going to do what we want done in our community. They scared. They want the crumbs that are falling from the master's table. You know, most of them no good. City council members got the power with the majority of votes to do anything they want to do. You took a poor white boy like John Elkerton, who's married to Valerie Calhoun, that's on 13, and made him a multi-millionaire. You let him still have that been a black man, he been dug up under the prison. They'll create a brand new cell. But when you see the blight and plight in this community, it's because of black leadership that has not been leaders. You ain't got no supermarkets in your neighborhood. Black businesses. You can't get no contract with the city. Why? And you got a black majority city council. And then even when you get a black contract, they'll take a business like Bigfoot ties. Bigfoot had a multi-million-dollar contract with the city of Memphis just to change tires on police cars, fire trucks, and always available. They took his contract and gave it to a white company that was not even a resident of the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee. They went and got an organization from another organization and took his contract. Bigfoot suing the city now. But why, if we keep electing black folk, our condition as black folk don't get no better? Because they ain't worth a damn. Now, before I go to commercial message, let me say something. Next year is election year. Don't y'all just vote for nobody because they black. I used to didn't ever think that I said that. But some of these Negroes we have in office ain't worth what the little bird left on the fence. Ain't even a whole turd. Negroes running for office. Next year, the governor's seat, that's nice. Then you got all these Tennessee senators. Lee Harris, who's running for county mayor. Now, I ain't got nothing against Lee. But Lee, what have you done in the various offices that you've already been elected to? What have you done? What significant difference have you done for us to elect you? What's your agenda? Sarah Kyle is up. Brian Kelsey. Mark Norris is up. Reginald Tate. Reginald Tate got to go. Reginald Tate has not done a damn thing for black folk since he's been there. Has not done anything. Why? He was appointed, then he won an election, and y'all don't even know who he is. Tell me, what has Reginald Tate done in the district? Then all of the House of Representatives are open. Mark White, Joe Towns, Johnny Turner, Barbara Cooper, Karen Camper, Larry Miller, John DeBerry, Ramesh Ackhart, G.A. Holloway, Ackberry, that's what her name is, Kevin Vaughn, Dwayne Thompson, Jim Cody, Antonio Parkinson, Ron Lawler. Now let me say something. I sell advertising. Let me say it again. These Negroes will run to the white folk and buy from white folk. You buy white TV, you buy white radio, and when you go to DIA, you go into white radio. Okay? Yeah, when you go to Clear Channel and you go into all stations, you go into white-owned medias. Burnell and I were having this conversation 2 or 3 days before he died. Black politicians don't want to spend money with black media, but you want the black vote. What is it somebody saying? We vending machines. Lord have mercy. You want the black vote. And I said, black folk, it's time to make a black politician accountable for your vote or don't vote. Ooh. You see, if nothing is going to change, then why you vote? Martin Luther King died. He dead, he's stinking, he ain't coming back. And then nothing changed but you Negroes' mentality when he died. You thought you had overcome. You thought you was free. You thought that the white man loved you. So now I'm free. And that Negro keeps on taking advantage of us in the black community. What you gonna vote for if the Negro ain't gonna do nothing to make a difference? Negroes running for office and you keep on electing them. But I tell you, I sell advertising. And let me tell all you politicians something now. If you don't buy some advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews show, black folk, you black, I want the white ones to buy some too. If you don't buy advertising, I can't support you. I will not support you. And I'll tell people that you don't love black folk because you taking all your money to the white controlled media. How, with this being the most powerful black television talk show in the Mid-South, how you gonna take your money to the white man and don't bring me none of that money? I can't support you. I can't endorse you. I don't give a damn whether you're a Democrat or Republican. This is a business. Now, you guys that's running for office, the election is May 1st, which means some of y'all need to be running already. Y'all have to use some advertising going on. Some of y'all waiting to January 1. Then some of y'all got to raise some money. And then let me tell you something. If you don't have any money to run for office, then why you running? If you can't get anybody to bag you and give you $2 while you running for office. Why are you running? I'm going to give you, politicians right now, I'm going to give you the advertising package. To run you to May 1st, from January 1, is $7,500. That gets you 2 spots a night. You want 4 spots a night? It's $10,000. Yeah, that's what it costs. See, that's what. See, you can't get 40 commercials from Channel 3, Channel 5, and 13 for that kind of money. For that many months, 40 times. How many months is that? That's 4 months and 1 day. You add that up for me, Dale. You the calculator. 40 times 4 is what?
160.
Huh?
160.
160 commercials. That's what it will come down to 5 nights a week. 160 commercials. You can't go into Channel 3, Channel 5, Channel 13, 24, 3 and get that in prime time. It's going to cost you $7,500. That's a steal. If you want 2 commercials an hour, it's going to cost you $10,000. Plain and simple. Now, break that down into months, Dale. That's about $1,500 a month. Okay. As of January 1, it's $2,000 a month. That's for 2 spots a night, or $12,000 for 4. Now, if you want to go and make a little down payment on it for January 1 of $2,500 now, all the way up until the last day of the year. Because, see, this political money ain't going to change. Because, see, I know y'all going to pay them white folk. Y'all going to pay them white folk. Y'all going to go out and get yard signs. Okay. You're going to be, see, because when you get to this time of day, you pay more for advertising. See, spots this time of day will run you about $150 to $200 on some stations. If, what's the name of it? Empire commercials cost $7,500 for 1 commercial. 1 commercial. And I'm going to pull your disclosures. I'm going to see how you're spending your money. I'm going to tell folk who you're spending your money with. I'm going to tell the folk who, because it's public information. They have to file them reports. I'm going to tell the folk how you're spending your money. If you cannot do business with black folk, what reason do black folk have to vote for you? If you're going to spend all your money, and I don't think you just spend your money with me, spend some with WLOK, spend some with the Tri-State Defender, spend some with, but black media should be a part of your budget. If you don't have a budget for marketing and advertising, then you shouldn't be running. I want the white dollars too. I ain't getting to nobody's campaign. Reginald Milton, I see you watching. County Commissioner, I want some of your money, brother. I'm glad you came on the page. Because any black politician that does not spend money with black media, I'm coming against your ass. I'm going to pull your file 13. We need to know why you want black votes, but you don't want to spend black dollars with a black media. You'll get your yard signs, and I ain't never seen one of them yard signs vote yet. You'll get on the white-owned medias. You'll get your billboards. But you don't want you don't want to spend money with the black media. Richard Milton, I don't remember seeing you on my page ever. County Commissioner Richard Milton, you up for re-election, brother? Okay, you up for re-election? I ain't playing with you black politicians no more. I ain't playing with the white ones either. Any politician that's running for office and you don't want to come about the black-owned media, something wrong with you. And I'm coming against you. And I got a microphone 5 nights a week and a whole bunch of folk that listen to me. See, because if you black politicians are not going to do right by black folk, why should black folk even go out and vote for you? Let's take a commercial break and we'll be back. Ooh, it got hot. I'll take this. That's good.
Oh, I've never seen this one.
Huh?
I've never seen this one.
Benjamin Jefferson Phillips is the son and former profounding bishop of the Church of God in Christ. J.O. Patterson Sr. never wanted you to know anything about. Thus, in 1991, Benjamin wrote a book entitled The Prodigal Son. He shared this book with Oprah Winfrey in 1993. And fast forward to 2016, Oprah creates a TV series called Greenleaf. Greenleaf, that many say is very similar to Brother Phillips' life story.
Write me some of the job fair information on it.
And read about one of the biggest and well-kept secrets concerning the Church of God in Christ.
Timothy Jeter, they can't get a segment on my show until they buy some advertising, brother. That's advertising. I can't get you no damn segment on the show for you to tell us what's good for Memphis, what you gonna do good for Memphis. First thing good you're gonna do is pay me.
Is now offering our custom granite headstones for $3.99 and our exclusive upright headstone for $4.99. Also, our black marble headstones start at only $9.99.
Bring me that money.
Photo to any headstone for only $1.
Because these Negroes and these white folks, they're going to do what they want to do once they get an election. So you don't, see, I used to think it was, I'm doing it for the public good. But hell, they don't give a damn about the public. We're giving them big jobs where they making $100,000 or more a year. And for what?
Because now every has, every elegant, well, they will give you the best in quality church clothing after hour clothing, the best in town. And they've got everything you need to look good on Sunday.
You might have right, Timothy Jeter.
On Saturday night, they got the shouting hats, and they even have the quality lady suits. And for you lady preachers, they even got you one of them robes that you can wear when you hooping and hollering on Sunday morning. You can't get it any better, ladies. And let me tell you what the pastor is going to do for you. Now that you heard about M&K Elegant, here's what I want you to do. Come on in, run on in, fly on in, skate on in, and everything is on me. Half price. Whether it's your shouting hat, whether it's your latest robe, whether it's your quality suit, you can get everything you need to look good, whether it's on Sunday morning or after hours. 3679 Hickory Hill at Winchester, or give them a call. Every call time.
What do you mean, Veron Stricker? Who is our own? Who is our own? We have to support our own. Who is our own? You ain't my own if you ain't doing a damn thing for me. You ain't doing nothing to benefit me. What the hell, I might as well get the whiteboard.
Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen up here?
Don't miss this one because all inventory must go.
We have to support our own. Our own ain't doing a damn thing for us. Oh, well now you're all right. Now, I thought you were talking because of them Negroes be black. It did nice, Shanika. The wrestling did well for the first time. We had about 60, 70 people there in this cold, pouring down rain.
This is the first commercial set. You want to come back? Or?
Yeah, let me come back after this.
Okay.
Come on down, shop and save. 14.99, South 3rd, celebrating 25 years of doing business in the room.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Remember, you called Terry Rowland tomorrow.
Will do.
10 seconds. Five, four, three, two.
And thank you so much. Hey, don't forget, this Saturday we're having an employment, education, and entrepreneur expo. We're having a job fair this Saturday, hosted by the Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries. This Saturday from 9 on to 4. I know we're going to have Federal Express and some more companies there on this Saturday. So if you're looking for employment, come on to the church on this Saturday from 9 until 4. We're located at 3835 Raleigh Middleton Road. I wish all of you would put that up on your various pages, that there will be a job fair this Saturday at Naked Truth Liberation and Empowerment Ministries from 9 until 4. 3835 Raleigh Middleton Road. For more information, you can call the church at 435-6161. 435-6161. Leave us a message and we will get back in touch with you. All right, and I'm just talking about black politicians, okay? You're going to have, and I'm not going to get involved in anybody's race unless you ain't buying no advertising, okay? I'm not saying, there's only one race that I'm getting involved in, and that's the county mayor's race. Now, and my reason for getting in the county mayor's race is because Sidney Chisholm thought I was a damn fool, okay? Sidney Chisholm thought he could play me without paying me. Touch your neighbor and say, you can't play the pastor without paying the pastor. You take me, give me some eggs and some sausage at Perkins. When I start talking to you about money, you stop answering the damn phone. I will be supporting Terry Rowland for county mayor. That's my choice. I don't give a one vote. But I got influence on this show. I can get enough folk to listen to me because I'm going to bring the reasons why, all of the accomplishments. Terry Rowland and I are friends. Terry Rowland and I were friends before he became elected to office. Mr. Lanier is welcome to buy some time. I ain't got nothing against Mr. Lanier, but I have a medium. I have a forum here where hundreds of thousands of people watch me. And I'm going to try to get back on my Facebook page, my good page, with all the numbers and stay good. That's going to be hard, boy. Lee Harris, you're welcome to buy some time, brother. If you don't buy no time, Mr. Harris, and I got to wonder why a black man wants to run for a county mayor and the majority of the citizens in Shelby County happen to be black, and you ain't going to spend no money on the only black TV talk show in Memphis. I'd have to wonder that. But Sydney, and this was before you got in the race. See, here's the thing. I hate the hypocrite. See, Sydney states to me, we need to have. What you got? Who you asking that? Did you get some advertising? Huh? Oh. Sydney says, we need a black county mayor. We need a black there. Yeah, Sydney. But when you was out campaigning for Jim Strickland, you didn't think we needed no black mayor then? You couldn't support Mike Williams as a black man. Oh, that's right. Strickland was able to pay you. And some of them other nothing Negroes. See, Sydney, you were part of taking Jim Strickland. And I don't blame Jim Strickland for using you and using you other token Negroes. Y'all took Jim through the black community, cut a commercial with Jim playing basketball. Jim ain't never played no basketball with no little black children before. I bet you ain't played none since. So you say that we need a black county mayor, but we didn't need a black city mayor. Well, we're 75% of the population in the city. You don't think we needed one then? You 70-some years old. You 70 croak in 4. What he is, I mean, look at me like that. Why we want to take all the old Negroes? I realized I was old today in Piccadilly. Do you want the senior citizen discount? Anyway, why we keep on putting the same old folk in? Okay, why would you 70-some years old? Why would we elect you mayor? And you can't use. I'm waiting for you to use that in your campaign. We need a black mayor. Okay. But you didn't want to pay the black man. Because I don't come cheap. I come affordable. But I think as much of my venue as you think of the white man's venue. And I ain't mad at that white boy for getting his money. But damn, don't say that you want to represent black folk and you don't want to spend no black dollars with black media. Now, if I was some of these other folk on TV that ain't got nobody watching them, I can understand you giving them $10, $15, $20 just to call your name. But I don't be there one of them Negroes. I don't be there one of them Negroes who got just a few folk watching me. They know my name all over hell, they know it all over the country. But all over the white folk, white man call me this evening when I'm leaving I can't get you How do I get you? And I told him, come right here and get me. What was his name? You forget? I forgot his name. But sir, I'm sure you here tonight. See, it's time for some new blood because this old blood already been bought off. Damn. What we need old ass sitting in office for? Yes, and I'm coming against your ass. Don't play me, man. Don't play me. You think taking me to Perkins was going to soften me up for the kill? No. I didn't like the eggs, no way. No. Pay me and I can go buy me a whole chicken if I want one. Is chicken and one lay eggs, or it's a rooster? Whichever one of them birds that lay the egg is the one I want. I can get me one of them. See, what the old black politician has not done, you did not take young bloods under your wings and start to molding them into what the community was all about. You did not mold them into what service is all about in the black community. Now don't come see me. You bribing. I ain't bribing you. I'm promising you. I'm promising you that if you as a black politician wants to run for a black office and you are neglecting black media, but you're taking your money to the white media, that black folks shouldn't be voting for you because you really don't care about black business. Because see, here's one of the things that we need in the black community. We need black business. We need to see the success of black business. We need to see representatives that's going to talk about bringing some of those black corporations and putting them in black communities and not just giving them pilot programs, but making them a guarantee that if you coming into the city of Memphis with the majority of the population being black, that you are going to have to promise that this percentage of jobs is going to go to black folk. And if you can't do that, stay your ass where it was. See, isn't it strange? Isn't it strange in this city that cannot fund police, cannot fund anything for our youth? You're all of a sudden, y'all found all of them millions and millions and millions of dollars to bring Amazon. You want to bring Amazon into the city of Memphis. But y'all play like, make like, pretend, lie like you ain't got no money. You Negroes that we keep putting in office. Bring me $2,500 and you can get the sales price. Because as of January 1, I don't give a damn. The price is what it is. What did I say was going to be January 1? Huh? $2,000 for 2 commercials. I said, what did I say? $2,500 for 4. Okay. Pay me enough. But I got thousands of viewers. We got a sheriff's race. I ain't getting into the sheriff's race. 2 good men running. I hope they both bring me some money. And see, this is just the primary. Benny is running. And what's the chief deputy? Bonner is running. 2 good men. Both of you make good sheriffs. But, you know, there's some white guys that's going to be running. I hear Dale Lane is one of them. Not this Dale Lane. Dale Lane, who's over the, what is it, Shelby County Preparedness Center, is going to be running. Two good men. I hope both of them come back with some advertising dollars. Yeah. Benny, I'm gonna be looking for you. Somebody put on here, John Fulford County Mayor. Now that if I ain't heard nothing crazy all day, that's crazy. Okay. I expect Justin Ford to jump in some grades. I expect to see Justin Ford, who is turned out. He ran for 2 terms. He would have to set another term out before he can run again. I expect to see him run in the state senator's race. Let's see what else is going to be open. The sheriff's race is going to be open. Circuit court clerk's office is going to be open. Criminal court clerk office is going to be open. Probate court clerk's going to be open. Juvenile court clerk. Now that's going to be interesting. I'm wondering who's going to jump in that. We might see the resurrection of Wanda Howard. Let's see who the political graveyard is going to dig up. County clerk is going to be open. County register is going to be open. 4 positions on the county school board, Division 1, where Chris Caldwell is, excuse me, Mike Cornell, Billy Ogle, those are going to be open. Did I say the state representatives' offices? All your representatives. Ms. Ackberry, Ramesh, first time you ran, you needed my help and my support. You got advertising the first time you ran. When you got ready to run 2 years ago, you wouldn't return a call. Now let somebody run against you. See, don't play me down. My great grandmama, she's been dead since I was 14. She had a saying, a cow. This old country saying here. Dale, your grandmama might say it this. A cow needs its tail to fan flies more than once. Ms. Ackberry, Representative Ackberry. Oh, I ain't gonna play nice. I promise y'all, I ain't playing fair. Ms. Ackberry, y'all needed me the first time you ran. But when you ran for re-election, you wouldn't even take my call, wouldn't call me back. That's fine. Now let somebody run against you. I don't support anybody that don't support me. Why should I? Circuit court clerk, he may be turned out to probate, I say juvenile court, county clerk, county register, school board members, all those folks. Then the county commissioners. Terry Rowland is turned out. He's running for county mayor. Melvin Burgess, District 7. Walter Bailey Jr. is going to be out. Justin Ford is going to be out. all 13 positions will be out. But it takes advertising to win a race. It takes getting your message out. Where else can you get 2 hours? Now, a whole lot of these politicians don't want to come and be on my show. Now, I already know it. They don't want the questions that I'm going to ask. What have you done? What you been doing? What's your plan for economic development in the black community that's workable? Don't give me that bullshit, that are the BS political answer. What is your plan for economic development in the black community? All you state representatives, y'all can give me the crumbs that fall from the table. Antonio Touche Parkinson, I'm going to be looking for you, brother. All of Joe Towns, all of you, I'm going to be looking for you. But it's time. See, here's what can I say something? This ain't even politically correct. If black folk ain't going to do a damn thing, why even go to the polls? If they're going to keep on lying to us, if they do not have an agenda that is going to benefit the African American community, why we even vote for them? Why do they take your grant? Your grant. Why do they take that? Them grant boys must be talking about me. Why do they take your vote for granted? And they only can do that if you allow them to do that. Why? Why? What has changed in the black community because of black leadership? We get impressive sounding commitments, but they're not really committed. What you getting from your own? Look at your community right now. Most of you don't even know your city council member's name. Sure don't know your county commissioner's name. Don't even know. So what you getting done? Why is it that sometimes y'all have to call me to get action done in your community when you got an elected politician that's getting paid to answer your calls? So that's the question for the night. Has electing blacks benefited? Should I open? I ain't opened up the phone lines in a while. What difference does it make? Do you even think your vote matters? Do you think your vote? Do it? We ain't did nothing about crime. And I know police does not have the answers. But why can't, since we know y'all had money, y'all were getting ready to fund the Amazon people, and y'all knew they wouldn't come to Memphis. But you came up with all this money that you have for them. Why can't we have more police officers? Why? Why don't we have places of recreation for our children? Why? You mean tell me we could finance Amazon, but we can't finance 500,000 or 600,000 jobs for young people in the summertime? What Nicole said? You got abandoned houses. You keep electing folk to the school commission, and our schools ain't getting no better. The education of our children ain't getting no better. Hell, they losing the test. They give you the wrong test. Hell, the test ain't right. The scores. Come on. We have nothing going on for black folk in this city that is benefiting us because you got black folk in office. A.C. Warden thought I didn't have the influence and the power on the TV to make his day real bad. Proved him wrong. And I'm telling all you black politicians right now, so y'all need to just go on, get your little ducats together and call me. Don't advertise on this black medium, and I'm coming against you. You won't go to LOK. That's black owned. Art Gilliam, a black man, owns that. The new Tri-State Defender. I'm not playing with you. I'm going to call you out. And some of y'all know y'all got some skeletons in the graveyard. Ain't that right, Sydney? Sydney, did you really think that you could play me? See, I used to, years ago, I was delusional about this politics thing. I was. I thought the politician gave a damn. Politicians would come and actually, I used to take $500 from politicians. Them days gone, brothers. Them days gone. If you can't support black business, then black businesses shouldn't be supporting you. What is your plan for economic development for black folk in this city? What's the program? What's the structure? What are you going to do as a county commissioner? What you going to do as a state representative? I never hear of a damn thing that Larry Miller is doing. I don't. Joe Towns, what you going to do, man? And I mean, you've been friends for years. What you going to do? What changes are you all as a delegate? And I know it's more Republicans there. And I'm going to tell you right now. Can I tell you? I'll give y'all predictions now. You will not win count in the general election in August 2nd. It's going to be the same way it's been the last 12 years. Republicans will win. See, history even shows, I want to show you where it makes no difference. See, in the primaries, you got to delegate what you're voting for, whether you're voting as a Republican or a Democrat. In the general, it makes no difference. So white folk vote Democrat in the primary, and then in the general election, they cross over. They support people who have their agenda, white folk who have their agenda. Black folk have no agenda. You with a Democratic Party that has no money, they were stealing out the party. The state shut down the party. I think the state maybe done gave them back their little license or whatever it is you have to have now. But if black politicians are not supporting black business, we don't need them. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. It's cold in the studio. These lamps ain't even doing it tonight.
You was hot just a second ago. You want your jacket back?
Huh? No, I'm out of it now. I got about 40 minutes left.
It's a brand new year, and many of you are looking to refurbish your home, or you've got your income tax check, and you're ready to spend that money. Well, let me tell you
Huh?
where you can get
Do what?
the best furniture deals.
What about it?
90 days savings, cash, financing, and
Yeah, I guess you could.
everything you need for your house. Sherrod's Furniture, located at 3666 North Rocket. If you're looking for an exquisite bedroom to get an actually complete queen-size bedroom set with the headboard, the dresser, the chest, 2 nightstands, and the mattress set, normally in most places $3,500, but at Sherrod's $29.99. Living room suits starting at $3.99. Bunk beds from $2.99.
Take advantage of the next couple of weeks. You might not be able to put it on.
They have a complete line of appliances and
So what does that email say? I don't put over train with somebody.
It didn't say. It just said, you know, but
What you think?
we'll change their name. Let folks get the sets ready now. What you gonna do? Because initially we thought it was gonna be there. But then once you said, when they said no, everybody changed everything.
Well, see how many folks you can get tonight to be there. If I got a color show for Thursday, I'll go.
Okay, because we're gonna have to have. Because I'm gonna,
Huh?
you gotta have the dogs this year.
Do what?
So you have to have the dogs. She's cooked.
That many say is very similar to Robert Phillips' life story. To get this
Bring this one around. This mic around.
one of the biggest and well-kept secrets concerning the Church of God in Christ. Go to J.O. Ministries.
Pull this up. Just a little bit. So we need to have this. Okay. I'm going to the phones, Les. So make sure this mic is all the way up.
Hit it with your finger.
Huh?
You say hit it with your finger. Gotcha.
All right. Try it, Dev.
I almost missed that too.
Flow the culture.
I'm sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are again in Memphis's #1 men's fashion store. Everyday Fashions, 4696 American Way, where a man just goes buck wild with his fashion. The leading fashions, men's suits, shirts, ties, hats, cufflinks, all
Ain't doing
to make you look good as a man, make your man, make your husband, or make your man.
Didn't even show up.
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, I got a sale for you. I got a deal for you. Suit, shirt, and tie, $199. And since I'm such a good guy,
I had them out for a minute. They might not be connected.
Huh?
Try to make sure they're connected.
because some of you guys may not wear suits, so when you come to Kevin K,
Hello, Kiki.
you'll arrive and take a 2-piece walking suit. In fact, right now, look, the Thaddeus special gives you 2 for $100. And this is my favorite room at M&K. Shoes everywhere. Just shoes, all kinds of shoes. In fact, it looks like my closet at the house. Shoes. Guys, whatever your style is, what people look like me, or just look like yourself, the best stuff that you can be, this is the place to come. Hey, big guys, you know, when you're down, you have to take an oversized hat. They charge you more for that. Well, look, if you want to look good, M&K has sizes for big men up to size 72 and a size
Did it beep?
17
Try it.
all for the same low prices as us doing that. M&K Fashions, 4696 American Way, where a man
was in a car accident September 11, 2012, and my mom was
Sleepy after this.
different law firm. One of the
Okay.
law firms that we frequently see on TV, catching jingles.
You didn't connect them.
Reeves was able to get
Yeah.
almost 10 times the amount.
You didn't connect them.
I got over $1 million in my cellular. If you are loving and serious,
Turn it back on.
Is it on? Cut it off?
let us.
They can catch each other.
Sleeping Seas
Huh?
Michael Zellner is where you save 50 to 80% off mattresses and furniture 7 days a week.
Okay.
They have an A-plus rating
Try it for a while.
Business Bureau and one of the commercial
Try it.
It started back up.
of best mattress store in both 2015 and 2016. They offer 90 days, same as cash, no credit needed, financing with only $49 down. Sleepy Z's is an authorized certain mattress dealer and now also a Silly mattress
Is it on
dealer too. They also carry signature design.
No, not yet.
Ashley furniture for every room in the house. Let me introduce you to Michael Zellner.
All right, try it.
Of Sleepy Z's.
Thank you, Thaddeus. I want to make sure I tell everybody that watches the Thaddeus show, every day of the week, we always say 50 to 80% off retail, so we don't have to run sales because we're always there. Come on, see us, and we'll take a look at it.
That be you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
30 seconds.
A set of microfiber sheets or a package of 2 memory foam pillows.
20 seconds.
All right. Put the telephone number when we come up too.
At the corner of Summer Avenue in Bartlett, next door to the Hollywood Beach. They're open
10 seconds.
Saturdays from 10 to 7 and Sundays from 12 until 6. Call them.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And thank you for returning here to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Let me tell you about an organization. It's called the Lewis Help Today Foundation. They provide educational, transitional, and housing services to those in need here in Shelby County. They also offer re-entry reporting. Their focus is to help families, the homeless, inmates, incarcerated, and newly exited offender populations that are in need. They promote self-sufficiency, health and wellness, educational, and advocacy programs. They're located at 3850 Viscount, Suites 9 and 10, and they're also located at 761 Walker Avenue. Give them a call. It's 654-3001, 654-3003. Okay. If a politician is not working on a program to economically empower the community, don't vote for him. I'm not talking about the political rhetoric. What's your plan? How do you plan to get your plan approved? Okay? What have you done in the community in the past? A person shouldn't be running, I just want to be on the county commission. Why? What value can you bring there? And we got to stop voting for black folks just because they're black. That's our issue right now. We don't look for the qualified individual. We're not looking for the most competent. We're looking at the Negro that gives us a good, I have a dream speech, and we go into the mountaintop, kumbaya, my Lord. No, it is time out in our community for all of that madness. So that is my number, 605-0510, 605-0510. What do you think about politics in this community when it comes to the black leadership that we have in this community? I don't think a damn thing about it. You know, there are maybe 3 or 4 politicians that I can call and I get some results from. Let me just I can call Touche. I can call Barbara Cooper. Hell. That's about all I can call and get the results that I need. It's time for some changes to take place in this community. Education, housing, development, urban development. What's the plan? We don't know, we don't need no Negroes just go down and be the good Negro and sit there. And you vote with the crowd. What is your solution? What is your idea of what we as a citizen and a community need? 605-0510. Any of you politicians that's watching, call me. Okay? Call me. I saw one that was on here, 605-0510. Call me. I haven't looked at the phone lines in a few weeks. But I'm giving you your opportunity. What do you think about politics? Do you think that there is even a need to go to the polls and vote? Rosa Parks went to the front of the bus, okay. But can you go buy a bus? Can you get your busing company financed? If you wanted to start a company, is there an economic program? Is there any grants available? Does the city have a program? Does the county have a program for the small business person to even go and get a grant? Now, see, I'm talking trash and I'm talking about some love and some sex. Yeah, we're burning up our phones. But when we talk about real issues, where are you? 605-0510. So that means that most of you must be, satisfied. Okay? You must be satisfied with the condition you're living in. You're living in filth. You're living in poverty. You're living in blight. And you have become so adjusted to your living in those types of conditions that you do not hold the black politician accountable. You don't count. You don't hold him accountable for his actions and what they do. Your community is in the condition that it's in because of the leadership. When you see the black, you ain't gonna ride through the white folks' neighborhoods and see all them houses boarded up. Name me one. Name me a white community that you can go into and you see it. You're the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Yo, Bob here, that just made
801-2247. I'm mad because of what?
You just made something about one for your Bob here.
So you sitting there with that dumb bitch that's talking to you in the background, and both of y'all po and without. She on the EBT card. Your ass ain't even getting. Where you work at, man? Now where your job at? You shouldn't be fucking nothing because you ain't got no job. You shouldn't be fucking. Spell fuck. Let me see if you can spell it. You can't. That's when you hung up. That's a big word for you. And they find ignorant ass niggas like you, and they keep ignorant ass niggas like you broken on the EBT card because you think that that's where you supposed to be. Your ass supposed to be broke and disgusted. You sitting talking, you got some ignorant ass, black ass woman that's on the EBT card talking in the background. You ain't even man enough to write your own damn script. And this is why white folk and everybody else makes money other than poor ass black folk. You're on the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Mr. Matthews.
Go ahead, sir.
I heard you talking about the black business a while ago.
Yes, sir.
And the minority contractors and stuff like that.
Yes.
I want to tell you a story about them. And I was on this job. There was a minority bill, and the blacks did get it. But the white man was telling them what to bid, and all he needed to show up for is time for inspection. He sold it out to the white man, not one of them, every one of them.
What company? What was the bid? What were they bidding on? Yes, sir.
When they were being elected Let the Lord, thank you, blame over. The big electric place they build up. I'm telling you, it won't be one original black guy on that job. And that was South Memphis Fence Company. All the rest of the black guys sold out to the white man.
No, they didn't sell out. They already belonged to the white man.
Well, I understand that. That's what I'm saying.
See, one of the tricks.
Exactly what I'm saying.
One of the tricks that was done.
And that's happening in a lot of places. And the city council already know which black man they give it to, so the white man can, so the white man is giving it. Well, one of the games that the white developers and the white contractors started, when they made women a minority, white men who own construction companies would set up a dormant corporation in their wives' names. Their wives would be the minorities and go in and vote and get the bid or do the bidding, and they would get the companies, but the white man still owned those companies. And that's what a lot of these white developers and company owners are doing. They find them some Negroes that's desperate for some money, don't know how to be entrepreneurs on their own, give them a few crumbs that fall off the table, you bid it, and then you sell it to me. I've seen it happen.
Yes, sir.
I've seen it happen in 2 different places. I've seen it happen.
And it happens right here in this city. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And it happens. Okay? It happens right here in this city. And y'all don't think that the city council already knows what's going on? But we are not putting people in office that have our interests at heart. Okay? Many of our elected officials will not respond to the needs of the community because they know that the white developers have a plan for that particular community that does not include us. You're on the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Hey,
Good?
Thaddeus, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
I got a serious question for you.
Sure.
Have you ever thought about seriously running as a politician or running for office here in the city of Memphis?
No. And let me give you the reasons why. First of all, I'm in a better position talking about what they're doing than being one of them. Plus, they don't make enough money. Okay?
But I mean,
they don't make enough money. And I'm a businessman. Sure. I'm a businessman.
I understand what you're saying, Thaddeus.
If I'm not on TV, but here's what I'm saying, brother. If I'm not on TV, who's going to tell the story?
I mean, but can't you do both and get the message out and still try to win, because what I'm saying is, and this is on the serious tip, I really feel like that we need somebody who's not afraid to tell the people what's going on in the city. A lot of people don't know what's going on in the city. And I feel like that if you're a person who's not afraid of the politicians, if you're not afraid of the propaganda, you're not afraid of the white man, then if we get that, even if it's just to get the information out, I feel like it would be a great, important deal for the city of Memphis.
Let me give you another major reason why. Okay, let me give you another major reason. You remember a few years ago when they tried to put all those charges on me?
Absolutely.
Okay, there was a rumor back then that I was getting ready to run for office. Okay.
Okay.
And at that time, it may have been something that I was looking at. Okay? Now, they understand that I am not controllable. And you can't buy me. Do I would have took the $25,000 they offered me not to talk bad about A.C. Warden. But they took me through all that legal stuff. They dropped those the sexual exploitation of a minor charges. They dropped all those charges, okay? But they still got me on tampering with evidence. This is about $65,000 later in legal fees. So actually, I can't run for office for another 2 years. But there is nothing that they can do about me in this particular position that I'm in, which I think is much more effective. Somebody has got to pull the wool and expose these people who are running for office, and they mean us absolutely no good at all, brother. When you get a guy like Sidney Chisholm means us absolutely no good. You 70-something years old, you ain't got no business running for no office, okay? We should have some young folk that we have prepared to run for office. I'm going to stay in the seat that I'm in right here, and I'm going to give politicians hell. That's going to be my job, man. And
I understand what you're saying. Well, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it any way that there can be a training for up and coming, young politicians to get the word out about what? Because Memphis is basically Gotham City. It's very corrupt. And a lot of people don't know what's going on. I mean, I love your show, and you have a lot of people who watch the show. But I feel like maybe if it gets out in a forum, in a debate type situation where it's brought to more of the masses, like they broadcast a debate on 13.3 and all that stuff, but nobody is in those debates. Nobody is telling the truth.
Nobody asks. See, here's what happens in debates, man. These debates are ran by particular organizations that are sponsoring. I look at the debates, and none of the real questions that people are really concerned about are asked, man. They ask them lily white, goody two-shoes, politically correct questions. Okay? They don't ask the right questions. But here's what happened in our community. When the white community about 10, 15 years ago did not see us as a race of people grooming our young blacks to run for office, they created programs, man. Memphis Tomorrow and all these other groups where white folk would come in, they pick up young folk who don't know nothing about struggle, don't know nothing about really what's going on, and they indoctrinated them into their mindset. So some of these young folk that you're going to get running is going to be just white folk running.
Right.
Because they went to their school of politics.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? See,
I understand
brother, what we did, we marched.
I feel like that, there are some, decent young up-and-coming people who's trying to get themselves out there. And it's a little difficult for them because people, especially in Memphis, are used to names. And so it's harder for people who, especially the younger people, for example, I believe Alvin Crook could possibly do some things if he just had some support behind him, and so just giving an example, but, because, he's not a Ford, because he's not a Chisholm, because he doesn't have that name that our people are so accustomed to, that it's harder for a young person who wants to put the city back in a more a productive state, doesn't have that opportunity. So, I just wish that it was something that we could do to push our young politicians, our young black people who's really trying to make an effort to get out there, but have to take, I guess, like you said, has to go through the ringer or go through a learning process, I guess, if you will, to even get an opportunity to speak and have an opportunity to say what's on their mind.
Well, let me interject right here. I'm willing to help a young politician that's got a good program, even with the advertising costs. You got to bring me some money, okay? I would cut that 75 down to maybe 5,000. You got to have some money to get out there, and I can't do it for free, okay? But what we've got to do, man, we've got to find folk that has the ideas of how we're going to strengthen our community. What I see sometimes, brother, is some of our young folk who become like activists. Okay? They get into the glory of being seen on TV. Okay? That they create their own agendas and not agendas for the people.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? We, as the older blacks that surround this political circle, we did not put together a plan for when we die, man. Okay? We didn't leave the inheritance of the black community in anybody's hand. We were so trying to get it all for ourselves. The black politician was trying to get it all for himself. Do you understand that many of these black politicians are owned by white folk? They're owned by white developers?
Absolutely.
See, if I started pulling their financial disclosures, you'll find out who owns them. Okay? You'll find out that all of these power brokers, they pay these politicians. They give you thousands of dollars. And see, you can only give a certain amount. I think it's a $5,000 limit. So what the politician does when he buys that Negro, he gives $5,000. Then he gets his wife to give $5,000. He gives a little bitty baby in the crib to donate $5,000. You understand what I'm saying? He gets all of his friends to donate because then this is how you buy that Negro. But I'm going to be pulling the covers off of some Negroes on next year. See, we can't, man, we're losing in the black community. We're losing our youth. We're losing our voice. Our children are being miseducated, brother, on purpose. Why do I say that? When I look at what came out in the papers the other week about what they do with the test, they lost the test, they did the wrong scores.
Mischecked them, misgraded them.
They misgraded the test. Let me tell you something, man. Do you realize that keeping the black man and the black woman undereducated is a project that is going to make those who own warehouses, this is going to keep making them money, brother, because you're undereducated and the only thing you can do is lift a box. You can't be the doctor. You can't be the lawyer, okay? You can't even be the good judge because you're undereducated, and the undereducation that we have going on in our community, my friend, is on purpose. It ain't no accident, brother. It's on purpose. Thank you so much for your time, brother.
No problem, brother. Have
all
a
right.
blessing.
That's all they need y'all for. I got to take commercial. Okay. That's all they need you for. Let me take them real quick. We got to make it real quick.
I got this.
Huh?
I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I work in the factory. And me and my partner, we was talking today. I work in a warehouse. And white people, they inherited into the factory. It's like a slave plantation, as you can say, a modern day slave plantation. And like you were saying, these older people, they can help young people, but they don't want to give us the information because they too stuck on, like you said, trying to find the information for themselves. We just go back.
How old are you, man? How old are you, man?
27.
27. You finished high school?
Yeah, I finished high school.
Okay. So what was your goal in high school? What was it that you wanted to do professionally?
Well, you know, everybody's goal was to be superstar and all this stuff. But
what kind of superstar did you want to be?
Well, I want to be a football player, but now I'm to the point now. I mean, it's to the fact of helping the younger people that's coming up. It's just like being in the church. You're not gonna be like older people motherboard. You're not gonna be on the motherboard forever. You got younger people that's gonna grow up be on the motherboard. You got younger people that's gonna grow up be deacons. But everybody's so caught up in being, I was this, I was that. I don't want to help this or do that because I ain't gonna tell them how I used to be. Tell them how you used to be so you can help them.
Well, that's the reason in my church, I tell folks that, hell, I was out there in them streets, man. I still like a big booted woman, okay? I'm gonna still have me, in fact, when I leave here tonight, I'm finna go have me one, okay? But what I'm saying, brother, we did not, my generation, man, we did an injustice to you young folk. We didn't prepare y'all for nothing.
Exactly.
Okay? But brother, you keep on watching. We're going to be talking about some innovative things that we need to do. And I want you to know that I'm finna get in these politicians' ass. I'm going to call their names. I'm finna pull their whole card. We've got to change some things in this city, brother.
Because, I'm saying one more time, I know you got to go. But the white people, they put in their will for their younger generation to grow up. Black people, like you say, they self. They ain't going to put nothing in the wheel. They want to have everything right now. So when they go, it's zero. It's zero. Nothing there. Nothing left. But the white people, they putting their money down, pass down to their grandkids, and their grandkids pass down to their grandkids. But the black people ain't doing this.
Well, see, that's the reason you look in the black community, and everybody comes into our community and make money off of us and leave and go back to their community. Okay? The Iranians, the Indians, everybody owns a business in our community. They make themselves millionaires off of us, go back to the suburbs, spend their money in our community, and we have nothing going on for ourselves. We don't even want to do business with black folk. I got to go, brother. Thank you so much. Let's take a commercial break and I'll be right back. How many minutes I got left altogether? Huh? 5. Don't worry about the image. How many times have Bernard already played tonight? Huh? I run it. Yeah, come back after that. Then I'm going to have how many minutes?
2.
Huh? Huh? Takes his phone. I ain't got time for no more phone calls.
I tried to stop you.
I know it got good.
You ought to be trying to put this stuff in front of the doggone camera.
This the last one? All right. What are those commercials I need?
They should be at the top of their commercial folder.
In the what?
In their commercial folder.
You ain't got them in order because some of this. Where they at? There was all. I need this one. This one. This one. This one. I don't want to turn them folks down. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Huh?
What I do? Go with you. It doesn't matter. Whatever you say, I've got it.
We need to see who we got.
I'll call tonight. I'll probably call tonight, but I'll call first thing in the morning. I'll text tonight.
Text them tonight, though. What are he supposed to do? Let him know by when?
He didn't say back a deadline. He just said, let me know. So I'll let him know.
I want every available.
So you want me to just go ahead and text him back yes first?
30 seconds.
Huh? All those folks that said that they would. What am I looking for?
20 seconds.
Hell, did I take them out? Oh, here it is. How many minutes I got?
10 seconds, and you have 2 minutes.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3,
Don't forget, we're having a job fair this Saturday, rather, at the church from 9 until 4 p.m., 3835 Raleigh Millerton Road. Don't forget about this particular black business right here, and I got to go. I need to find me a good seamstress. They do good alteration work. They might have a business you need some advertising too. We might can do a little trading. I got about 13 suits that I can't get into, that I was gonna throw away, and now that I done got fined again, and I'm getting finer, I need to have some work done on them. So I got to find about. I'm gonna take all those suits. They've been in my closet, good suits too. The DMC Cleaners in the morning, 62 Fairway, right there at Fairway and 3rd. Black-owned cleaners, black entrepreneurs. If you go in by 9, you'll get your clothes back the very same day. They open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. until 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Have price on your dry cleaning when you pay in advance. That's DMC Cleaners. Patronize this business. 62 Fairway at 3rd. Goldsmith Security Academy. You need to learn how to use a gun. You need to learn how to use it properly, and you need to get yourself a permit. Call Sean Goldsmith at Goldsmith Security Academy, 634-8384. 634-8384. You need insurance? Huh? I know I got. You need insurance. Let me do it like I used to do it on the radio. Do you need insurance? 649-4738 for a guaranteed next day in-home free quote from a licensed field underwriter. Heritage Funeral Advantage gives your loved ones peace of mind knowing that they have an experienced partner that can ease the burden of planning and paying for your final expenses. Up to $30,000 up to age 85. No medical exam is required. Claims are paid within 24 hours. You gonna die, you gonna leave here, you need to have some money. Call right now, 649-4738. 649-4738. That's what I used to do when I was on the radio there. And don't forget about Papa Bear Skins. Shop and save, $14.99 South 3rd, $5 a bag. Black man in the skin business, barbecue, spicy, ranch, lemon pepper, salt, and vinegar. Call Kevin Jones, 601-2099. I got to go. We're going to be heavy into this politics. You black politicians, you need to call me. Call me tomorrow. Those of you who are business owners, $1,500 to the end of the year. Call me tomorrow. $1,500 to the end of the year. That's a visual commercial. If you want a red commercial, $1,000 till the end of the year. Take you through the Christmas season. That's my special for tomorrow. 949-3000 is my number. 949-3000 is my number. Until tomorrow. I'm the baddest mother on the TV. I'm just talking about Thaddeus. See you tomorrow. Top of the evening to you. Bye.